Hi everyone, Release Fire here. So just continuing on with the walkthrough for Control's Old Growth. So this time I'm going to be talking you through each and every one of the different mold growths or the samples that you need to collect for them. It's a little bit of a challenge to A, get to them, and to secondly, know exactly where they are. So I'm going to talk you through all of that now. So firstly, what you actually need to do is head on up these stairs. So this is the route into the kind of pit area, and that's actually where you're looking for. I know it says research active threshold, but actually what you need to do is just head on through this door, which kind of when you first head on through here, it may not feel like it's the right location, but it definitely is. Now the enemies in here are pretty big. They're all like level 6 plus. And then when you eventually get past this section, you'll come against like 9 pluses. So they're pretty challenging, but these initial ones are fairly easy to finish off. Things get more difficult when you head to the right hand side and head around here. You've got some of the easier ones to finish off, but once you do take all of these out and start to explore this area a little bit more, you'll start to get hit by some things that are a little bit more challenging just in the distance. So you can see I'm just getting hit there, and actually they're a little kind of like they're enemies that just fire lots of things at you, and there's loads of them in this area and they can easily finish you off. So what you want to do is actually ignore all of them and head up here as quick as possible. Just fly on over, avoid as much of their fire using evade while you're flying, and that'll bring you through to a control point. And it's this control point that you need to get to stay in the game here, because this will give you full health every time you return to it, and it'll also mean you're not going to have to go back up to the top of Central Research each time you want to come down here. So this is absolutely integral to be able to get in past this mission. So once you've done that, you can then head back out to the ledge and start to take out the mold throwing like enemies, whatever they're called, in the distance. It takes a while to chip them away, but this is the safest place to do it, because you can then head on back to the control point to get a new lease of life every time you need to, and then you can just cycle, rinse and repeat until you finish them all off. Once you've done them, you can also come around the back of here, and here's where you'll actually find your first sample. So there's a little bit of a pickup in the corner first, and once you've got that, you can head back on out and head over to the left, and you can see there are some fresh bodies, and this is actually where the first of the samples is. So follow the trail of fresh bodies, and this will give you the first of those samples. So then just head on back out to the ledge, and what you're looking to do is head on over to the left and back down these stairs. And what we're looking for is the second of the samples. I'm not doing them in chronological order, I'm just kind of like talking you through them as I manage to find them. There are some really good pickups around this area, so it's definitely worth having a little explore after you've got all of your mold samples. But before then, you need to head on up these stairs here, and that'll take you into a little route over to the right hand side. So there's not actually a sample in here, but if you take this route down and follow it down to the right, it will eventually lead to an area that will give you the samples, and what you're looking for is the one near the televisions. So if you come out here and then come over to this ledge, this is quite a good area to have a look around to be able to see what you've got around you. But actually the televisions is in a little area just behind me there, so you can see it in the distance. So fly on over using levitate, and then just head on through the door. It's a little bit of a winding route. There's a few like steps and ledges to make your way down. I'm just like having a look around to see if I can find what the hell is going on in this crazy area. So just head on down through this door, and just on the left hand side you should see a whole bunch of televisions, and there is the second of the mold samples. So that will leave 3 of them to find. So then head back on up to the main area and drop down to the surface. And down here you will eventually work your way around. If you follow it around to the left, you'll see the restrooms, and this is yet another one of the little prompts. So this one is the one that grows near the toilets. So if you head on through here and have a look up, you can see loads of toilets. And actually what you need to do is fly on up using levitate and get to this ledge, and here's where you'll find the third of the samples. And that will leave just 2 left. And the next one I'm going to be taking on is the one that grows near the pit. This is a relatively easy one to get to. There's only one pit in this area, but if you're kind of new to it, then maybe you've not even noticed that there's a pit here. But if you see down here on the right hand side, there's another pit which you will eventually go down as a part of the next part of the mission. And then if you just fly on over, don't walk on over, because the floor is actually toxic around this particular island. Definitely fly on over, and that will give you the next one. And then head back up to the stairs, and if you look under the stairs, this is the last of the samples. So that is all of the sample locations here in the pit. Like I said earlier, hopefully the video helps you out. If it does, drop me a like below. You can also subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, with the links on the left hand side, and hit that bell button if you want to get notifications for all of my videos as they come out. You can check out the rest of the series on Control with the links on the right hand side. Leave any comments below, and I will catch you next time.